Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here to talk about the main event basically of the channel this year, which has really become F1 2019. Now, uh, YouTube is a really cool thing. It's really cool when you get to make content of whatever you want and focus on whatever you want it to be, and whatever your interest is what your content can be, and that's something that's really fun and really evident through this whole process every year of looking back at stuff. I can just look back and say that to me is something that I enjoyed. And for me, the main thing this year that I've really gotten into personally is just watching F1. I've for a few years had sort of a slight potential consideration of becoming interested in it, just being like, this looks kind of cool, maybe I'll check it out sometime. And this year, with the Netflix series, I believe Drive to Survive is what it's called, the first season of it was launched this year. And I got into it because my brother had recommended. One day we went to a restaurant, and we were there with just him and my parents and his fiance. We're all sitting around, and I was talking to him, and he said, "Oh, you should watch this series on Netflix." And I'm like, "Cool, I'll have to check it out." Ended up watching all the episodes and really got interested in it. I really sort of thought the Red Bull team looked cool from just watching it. I'm like, "Oh, I like that team. That'd be cool to check out sort of what happens with them." And then from there, through watching it, I got into just, you know, uh, being really involved in a lot of stuff and following all the things on social media, as you do when you get into things, and get up on the memes and stuff. And I'm sure that maybe became more evident through our F1 gameplay of F1 2019. Towards the end of the year, I've sort of been making, more jokes about things and saying, different things that go with people understanding those jokes from F1. I mean, to use an example, what's coming up in a video tomorrow where we play F1 2019, we go to the Russian Grand Prix. So I actually record that before this. It's a whole, you know how YouTube works. Record things out of order. Just like another video. So in this video coming up, I make a joke about like the different fuel modes. Because I'm switching between lean, standard, and rich. And so I go to rich fuel mode, I'm like, oh, I'm going to the Lance Stroll mode. And then go to the lean mode, I'm like, oh, well, I'm here with the Williams mode now or whatever. I said back to Williams or something like that. Those kind of jokes are just like, I'm getting more into the things and understanding more of that stuff. So through the first year, I got a lot of interest in things. I've always been interested in history of stuff. It's always been a thing for me. History and random ass statistics. Things I like to know, and Formula One is a lot of both. So try to work backwards and learn things from the few years ago and then just go back further and further. So, we'll see what happens as I sort of go through the history and learn some stuff. And I watched a lot of information videos at the beginning of the year about the cars and the tracks and all this stuff, and it's just really been fun to get into. And here on the channel, F1 2019 has been a really big part of that. I played a lot of F1 2019 personally. I did a whole 10-year career mode or 10-season career mode. I played a little bit of F1 2018. I bought that right before 2019 came out. Great purchase. Also on PlayStation Now, I tried F1 2016. Just messed around with that a little bit. We did a couple videos on that as well. It's just been fun overall to get into something new and new sport and new kind of everything. I'm wearing a Red Bull hat now. Aston Martin Red Bull Racing. Wear that on all the videos and all the pictures that I have from. If anybody takes a picture for a holiday or something, or even for work, we have our website, and I wear this hat in the picture. You may see it on my profile picture on Twitter or Instagram, whatever. I have the hat forward, but for the website, you have to have it backwards, just so you can sort of, from a distance, you don't really notice anything about it, because it does have, sponsors on it, or companies on it, I don't know. I'm fine with it being forward, but either way, I have the hat on that picture too. So overall, I've just been really into it, and if you notice, if you watch our GTA Race Plus that Liam and I have been recording the past couple days. We got, I believe at the time of this upload, 1 episode up, I believe. Well, I know 1's up. Yes, the next one's going up Friday this week. But those race Plus are really fun to do, and a lot of the tracks that we've been racing have been people's recreations of F1 tracks. I know we did Austria, Belgium, Russia, even some of the new ones that are coming next year, Zandvoort and Hanoi. We did Monaco. I don't know what to do. We did a bunch of tracks, and it's really cool just to do things with F1. I believe Spain was in there as well, just while I was on the topic of it. It's been fun, though. So many different things and to learn and do and to play F1 and do the videos every week. The day after the race happened really was fun to just sort of go through and give my opinion on what happened in the races. Once we started doing that later in the season. Earlier in the year we didn't do it that way, but it's been fun just to do F1 2019, and I'm looking forward to playing F1 2020 when that comes out sometime next year. Definitely will be fun to do. So there you go. Formula One's really been a main event on the channel, a main focus, and something that I thought, why not? I think that's the main thing that this channel's focused on. This year is at least F1 2019 content-wise, and personally, it's been the main event that I've, done, I guess, in the year. Main thing I've been interested in. I took this title, if you're wondering why it's called F1 the main event, from last year's video, which I believe Overwatch said Overwatch the main event. But that's where I got that idea from. Fun fact. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'm talking about F1 and things with that this year. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching F1 2019 videos. We have 2 more this year. The Russian Grand Prix, which we'll be doing tomorrow, and sometime next week. Check my note here. On the 25th, on Christmas Day, we're doing the Austrian Grand Prix. And if you want to see a little bit more of F1 2019, on the 27th, we got a special compilation. Bunch of games in that. Look forward to showing that to you guys when that comes out. So, that's that F1 2019 and F1 in general. The main event personally, and content-wise on the channel. Something that I've really been involved with this year. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching those videos. And we'll see you guys in the next one.